You know what some of the best matchups in football are? Revenge games! Yeah! Well, we're about to have one here in week 2 of our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough. And this one comes from our timeline in last year's playoffs, where the Cowboys embarrassed themselves in the playoffs yet again. Wait, I can't be biased too much. But anyways, if you recall, they lost to the Packers in the first round. Well, in this playthrough, as fate would have it, the Cowboys have a shot at revenge. Only in this case, they're going to Lambeau. But who cares? Maybe Dallas can finally extract some revenge here. Of course, the rosters are a little bit different, but who cares? The concept is still the same. So, with that being said, who's ready for week 2? It's Cowboys, it's Packers, and it's some good old fashioned whatever this says. Still too early for that, but you get the idea. Howdy, folks, it's Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to the second week of our second season of the Strat-O-Matic football playthrough. Last time we were here, we opened with not one but 2 exciting games, with the Dolphins falling on opening night in an embarrassing home loss to the Panthers on a last-second field goal, and the Raiders holding off the Commanders, even though that game turned into a bit of a punt fest. Still wondering how both those teams made it to their respective conference championship games. But you know what? It is what it is. Well, here we have our first proper matchup, I would say, as we have the Cowboys against the Packers in week 2 in what will probably could be a key NFC showdown. In our timeline, this took place during the playoffs, where Green Bay won that one 48-32 and pretty much embarrassed the heck out of Dallas. As I stated in the intro, this is, I guess, a revenge game, or as close to as we'll get in this playthrough. The difference being, A, it's happening in Green Bay, B, Green Bay's quarterback may or may not be somebody else. And no, I'm not talking about Malik Willis, even though in our timeline they had an unfortunate injury. I'm, of course, referring to the guy before Jordan Love. This is the 2022 set after all, so yes, Aaron Rodgers is here. So, with that being said, we'll get set up and ready to go. But before we begin, let's see how both of these teams got to their respective records. Right now, Dallas is 0-1, Green Bay is 1-0. So, let's show you that footage and see how both of these teams showed up, as well as the rest of the league for that matter, too, because we're back. Oh, good stuff as always. Welcome back indeed. Yeah, I gotta try to get my best to get in the swing of things myself. So, we got everybody set up here. And as fate would have it, Green Bay gets to be the home team and they get to be in the green. Look at that. Dallas is in red, even though I kind of have a mismatched piece, but we'll pretend like it's red. Whatever. All right. Speaking of Dallas, they're the away team. They get to call this, and they're going to call odds. Oh, look at that. It's odds. So they're deferring. Green Bay will get the ball to start the second half, as they have proclaimed. So with that being said, we are off. Dallas, Green Bay. Who's getting the revenge? Will Dallas get the revenge, or will they get embarrassed yet again? Okay, so let's see here. This is what we need. And we're going to the 3-yard line. Number 1 back will have it for them. And oh wow, I forgot he can get touchdowns on this one. But nevertheless, he gets about 25 to start off the game. Okay. Oh, there it is. There's the red timeout marker. I was wondering where that went. How dare you try to throw me off or hide under the board? good grief. Okay, let me make sure everybody's got all their timeouts and stuff. There we go. Okay. So Green Bay is set to have a 1st and 10 at their own 32. Here's their starting lineup. Got the specialist card over here. We have, as I mentioned, Aaron Rodgers is quarterbacking. Yes, you may have just seen him on the Jets, but in this version, he is still here in the Packers, his final year. All right, here's their offense in order from left to right. Christian Watson is the split. Romeo Doubs is out at the the slot fullback position. Aaron Jones runs the football for him. Robert Tonyan is the tight end, and Alan Lazard is the flanker. I'm aware he's also with Rodgers on the Jets, but in this version, he joins them in here. So, funny how that works out. All right, 1st and 10 here for Green Bay. You know what? I'm going to start off with a pass that the Cowboys actually don't see coming, and here we go. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat, I'm rolling for an injury and an incomplete pass on top of that. Oh, God, what a mess. What a freaking mess there. Hold on, I'm going to finish what I'm doing with my score sheets over here. So, Rodgers' first pass is incomplete to Christian Watson. And on top of that, a Cowboy got injured on the very first play of the game. I rolled all 6s, so unfortunately, somebody is going out with an injury. I was not expecting this to happen so quickly here, but alas, here we are. By the way, it's an incomplete, so I got to roll that. 4, 9. What did the Cowboys play defensively? I can't see. Cowboys play a 4-3. So the right linebacker is going to be out a game. Ouch. So that would take us to Oh, God, this is a bad one. Micah Parsons. Oh, that's a big loss right there. And on top of that, he's their key defensive player. So that's going to impact them way beyond this game. Definitely the next one when I do the simming out via roll. Yikes. Okay, well, the Cowboys are already off to a horrific start. That is not what's supposed to happen. Anyways, back to our game at 2nd and 10. Ouch. So Dallas is already down their best pass rusher. Let's see what happens out of it. Meanwhile, Aaron Jones has a 5-yard gain on 2nd and 10. Let's start off the running there. All right, 3rd and 5 here. 7 on a flat, short gain and a 1st, and he goes out of bounds. It's only going to own that 11. So 1st down, and that one belongs to Romeo Doubs. Rodgers looks and finds Romeo Doubs who breaks one and gets the 1st down out of it. Okay, 1st and 10 again. 5 on a flat that got missed. It's only going to get 2. That is Watson again. All right, 2nd and 8. Dallas is thinking run. They don't see this. 4 on a short. Doesn't matter. Incomplete. Rodgers was looking for Watson again. All right, 3rd down and 8. Yeah, let's do it. All right. 8 on a short with a potential penalty. Incomplete if it were to hold. And it does. Incomplete. Rodgers was looking for Alan Lazard. He found nothing. All right. So that drive busts out. I don't think I've been dealing with the clock. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I must have went a little brain dead and kind of forgot about the clock. Okay, let's give everybody extra time. Punt time. Oh, I didn't even need to attempt a coffin kick. These yardage from Pat O'Donnell line up perfectly, so let's try it. Oh, God! It's a blocked punt! The Cowboys block it! This is counts as oh, wait a minute. Now, this is the first time I've ever had this happen in one of these playthroughs, so I'm going to need to look this up. I believe this counts as a fumble. If the punt is blocked, the yardage is behind the line of scrimmage, and the change of possession occurs at that point. But there's no recovery? You know what? Call it a fumble. I'm going to roll this exactly like I would for a fumble here. So, and allow a return if the Cowboys scoop it up, like the interception. So, here we go. So that's how I'm going to treat punt blocks. I've never held this before. The rulebook says I have to go by what's on here. So it's going back 10 yards. But I'm going to treat it like a fumble and see if the Cowboys can score on this. And the answer is no. I'm pretty certain somebody on Green Bay got scrambled and got that ball one back. They did. So the good news is there's no return. The bad news is the Cowboys get it at the Green Bay 40. Ouch. That hurt a little bit. Have never had that happen in a game until right this moment. That is unbelievable. So Cowboys special teams has shown up to play as they block a punt. Thankfully, no damage happened after the fact, but man, Dallas will get it at pristine field position. As for the Cowboys starting lineup, here's what we have here. We have Dak Prescott playing quarterback. I need their specialist card as well. We got Noah Brown playing the split. Michael Gallup is in as the flanker here. Actually, you know what? Not yet. Ezekiel Elliott will start as the running back here. Yeah, you know what? Let's have Jake Ferguson be our starting tight end. Dalton Schultz, who will be the starting tight end, gets to be the blocking back. And CeeDee Lamb is the flanker here. Okay. 1st and 10 on what is going to be pristine field position at the Green Bay 40. Okay, now that I've gotten that out of the way with. Start off with Ezekiel Elliott run. How about 5 yards to start us off? Okay. 2nd and 5 here. They're going to think pass, and I'm going to give Elliott another run. So 10 on an off tackle, guess wrong. 6 yards in the first. All right. Elliott with a nice gain there. 1st and 10 here. Green Bay will miss this run. 6 on a flat. Short gain, and we have a potential penalty coming up. 16 if it holds. And the first. So the 16-yarder and opponent number 2. Oof. Just a disaster here. Oh, personal foul penalty. Okay, so here's what happened. So Prescott makes the 16-yard completion. That still counts to Dalton Schultz. Yes, I'm aware he's with the Texans, but not in this version. So they get that. And then on top of that, Green Bay committed a personal foul penalty that brings it half the distance to the goal. So it's approximately 22 yards when it's all said and done, and it's 1st and goal to go from the 7. Just like that, because of the shenanigans. Not exactly something you want to be seeing early on, but it is what it is. All right, 1st and goal to go from the 7. 8 on a flat. That was missed. To the receiver, it's going to Jake Ferguson, and he gets 6. He's down at the 1. As one of Green Bay's defenders pushed Ferguson right out at the 1. So he doesn't score just yet, but he's very close. 2nd and goal to go from the 1. 5 on a line buck. Uh-oh. 2 through 5, this is a fumble. 6 through 12, it's 3rd and goal to go. It's a fumble! Wait a minute, that's, you know what? It's not going through the crease. I'm going to count that. I think they should be okay. Oh, thank God. All right. Elliott gets no gain, but he nearly scared everybody there. Okay, so no fumble. He did fumble it, but thankfully somebody in the Cowboys got it, and it's 3rd and goal to go, still at the 1. All right. 3rd and goal to go at the 1. That's going to scare them a little bit, and Green Bay kind of figures that might. All right. 11 on a flat. I see short gain of 7. I see a gain of 7, so guess what? Touchdown! Dak Prescott on a 1-yard completion to the tight end. Yet again, it's Dalton Schultz getting that one. All right, that was pretty simple. Extra point is up from Brett Maher, and it's good. And the Cowboys take advantage of the blocked punt to get themselves 7 points out of the deal. And just like that, they are up 7-0 on a 1-yard TD pass to Dalton Schultz from Dak Prescott. Yeah, that special teams blunders, you gotta love them. They have been a thing on this playthrough, and sure enough, they reared their ugly head yet again. So, doesn't that go figure? All right, so Dallas takes the opening lead, and with that, I'm going to do the thing where I skip ahead to the next moment. So, let's see what happens. Hopefully, it doesn't turn into a punt snooze fest like the Sunday episode did. So, here goes. 1st and 10 here. You know what? I'm going to try it, and Dallas will not see this coming. Six on a long ball. It's going to the receiver because it was guessed wrong. Allen Lazard will have a touchdown. It would have gone for 45, but he just needed 29 to enter the end zone, and boom. Green Bay hits Dallas while they're not looking on the play-action pass, and Allen Lazard cashes it in from 29 yards out. Very nice. Love it when a plan comes together. Mason Crosby hits the extra point, and we are tied. Very nice play there. Rodgers hit Dallas with that play-action fake, and boom. 29 yards to pay dirt for Allen Lazard. Just like on the Jets. Hey, that happened twice this week. Wouldn't you know it? We're imitating real life. Hey, why not? All right. Green Bay has tied this game up at 7 with 4:15 remaining. Love to see it. 4th and 5. I've got a decision to make here. I could go for the field goal and take the points, but I've been actually moving the ball. In fact, Prescott has not thrown an incompletion, which means he's probably going to now that I said that, but I don't care. We'll try it. 4th and 5. Road game, why not? 4th and 5. We're looking for CD on the flat, and ha! Short gain, 1st down. CD, meanwhile, has 15 on that one, and it's 1st and goal to go from the 9. And that's ironically how the first quarter ends. So I guess Dak still doesn't have any incompletions. Love to see it. All right, that's how the first quarter ends. We're all squared at 7, but it looks like Dallas is about to change that pending some kind of a turnover. All right, I think Jake Ferguson needs to make an appearance again. 1st and goal to go from the 9. Elliott's first run is a short gain, so touchdown! There it is. Zeke Elliott found the hole, and he bashed his way through for a 9-yard TD. So that play called, the go for it on fourth. Wait a minute. I didn't even see that. Hold up. Never mind. We don't need to take the touchdown away. Whew. Okay, I almost didn't see that X. All right, extra point, meanwhile, is good. Okay, so everything is fine. Whew. For a split second, I got worried I missed something, but nope. All right, so the Cowboys went for it on 4th and 5. They were successful, and their risk pays off with a touchdown. Zeke Elliott from 9 yards out. Cowboys suddenly have their touchdown lead again, 14-7, as we just entered the second. Oh, very back and forth game so far. Love to see it. All right, let's see if it continues or if one team will break this wide open, just like in the playoff game. All right, Dallas is back in the red zone after some effective running via Tony Pollard, and now they just got 15 yards on a CeeDee Lamb catch, and it's 1st and 10 from the 19. Tony Pollard's next run is going nowhere. All right, 2nd down here. They're going to go the end run, and Green Bay actually is going to cover pass again, and they missed this. 8 on a missed end run. I'm looking at the wrong card. 5-yard gain. Oh, good thing they guessed wrong, or that could have been bad. It said it's a +5 on that one. Okay, just looking at that for a minute. How about a 3rd down here? 3rd and 5. 5 on a flat. 8 yards, and he's got the 1st, and it's goal to go as he's pushed out at the 6. That would be 1 Dalton Schultz. All right, 1st and goal to go from the 6. Yeah, we'll leave him in for right now, but don't be surprised if Zeke Elliott makes an appearance as we get closer to the red zone here. 1st and goal to go from the 6. 10 on an off tackle. Good thing they guessed right. And it's 4 yards, as I mentioned. So Pollard gets pushed out right at the 2. And as I just mentioned, it's Zeke Elliott time, so he is coming in here. All right, 2nd and goal to go right from the 2. 7 on a line buck. No gain. No gain for Zeke Elliott. 3rd and goal to go right from the 2. I'm going to try and pass it. 8 on a flat, and there's a potential penalty to boot. All right, to the receiver. To Dalton Schultz. No, incomplete, but what's this penalty? Oh, it's against the Cowboys. Oh, that figures. Oh, it's the worst one of all of them. Intentional grounding against Dak Prescott. He threw it, but it never made it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down, so now it turns into 4th and 12. Oh, dang it, Dak. What are you doing? Oh, man. Just a horrible throw on his part. If only we could have seen that. Oh, well. Anyways, this is going to lead to a field goal from Brett Maher. Long story short, unless it's a 12, we should be fine. Kick is up. Well, now hold on a minute. Nope, I don't see anything, so the kick is good. Brett Maher with an easy 29-yarder. And that's the way that Cowboys drive is going to end, with a field goal, but nevertheless, their lead now extends to double digits. It is now 17-7 in favor of the Cowboys, with 8:45 remaining. Nice drive there. And hey, you know what? 3 points is 3 points. We'll take it. So, moving on. Aaron Jones makes his 2nd catch of the game. All right, 1st and 10. 5 on an off tackle. Uh-oh. Oh, this is really bad. Unless it's a 10 or 11. It's a fumble! Dallas gets it! Oh, Aaron Jones just fumbled the ball. After a nice play on 1st and 15, he then coughs up the football. Oh, why? Why? You did so well on that one pass play, but no, then you have to turn it over on a fumble. So anyone got it. Okay, I have to remember Parsons is injured. Okay, so normally, in the case of a star, I'd give it to Parsons, but since he's out, it automatically goes to Dorrance Armstrong, and Bohanna will pick it up. So Armstrong gets Bohanna, who has a sack, recovers the fumble that was forced by Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong, that is. Yeah, that would have gone to Micah Parsons, but again, he ain't here right now. He's unfortunately injured. We'll deal with, again, and we'll deal with that off camera when I'm simming next game. But unfortunately, in this game, Aaron Jones kind of coughs up the ball. Dallas gets it at the Green Bay 47, and here we go again. Oof. So Elliott got 5. Somebody lost their cool, and yeah. All right, we're down to 2.5. Dallas has been running the ball, and now Green Bay just gave him 15 more yards on the penalty. What else is new? All right, 1st and 10 from the 18. Oh, that's going to hurt. So first things first, it's a short gain, so this could be a touchdown. 2, 3, or 4 it is. That is none of the above. It's a 12-yard gain. So it's 1st and goal to go. That's the good news for the Cowboys there, as Elliott picks up 12 tough yards. The bad news is there's now an injury roll because I rolled all 1s. So somebody in the Cowboys offense is getting it. Uh-oh. And oh, God. We've already lost Parsons, and now Dallas just lost their best receiver. CeeDee Lamb gets hurt, and he's going to be gone for 2 games. Oh, man, that is not good. Dallas is just losing their best people left and right. First, Micah Parsons got injured, as you saw earlier in the game. Then their strong safety, Javon Curse, got hurt. Granted, it's just for the game. But now CeeDee Lamb is gone for the remainder of the game and the next 2 after this. Ouch. That hurts a lot. And Michael Gallup is going to have to step in as the flanker for the remainder of the game. That is going to be a very critical blow for Dallas. And Lamb was doing pretty good too. He had 4 for 56, but that is going to hurt them a lot. All right, 1st and goal to go from the 6. Let's see if this can keep going here. Thankfully, they're up by 10 at the moment with 2:15 remaining, so next play yields us the 2-minute warning. 7 on a line, Buck. Nope. There's your 2-minute warning, and Elliott got nothing. All right, 2nd and goal to go from the 6 here. I'm going to try a flat pass. Green Bay is going to play to run for right now, I should say. 9 on a flat to the receiver, to Ferguson. And he gets 8. Touchdown! Doesn't matter. Jake Ferguson. 6 yards out, excuse me. He would have gotten 8, but he just needed 6 for that TD there. And he gets it. Very nice. Extra point is up and good. And Dallas, just despite all the injuries, has exploded for 17 points this quarter alone. And suddenly we find ourselves with a 24-7 game. This is turning into a blowout. But then again, we all know how the playoff game went. Green Bay was the one doing the blowing out. So it's Dallas now returning the favor after all. 1:52 was left in this first half, and as a reminder, Dallas gets the ball to start the second half. Oh, yikes. They got all their free timeouts, too, as does Green Bay, but I'm sure the Packers are going to want to score and take as much time off as they can here. 8 touchback, but did something happen? No, never mind. All right. Okay. Hopefully those injuries do not come back to haunt the Cowboys, though. That's the other thing to point out here. Again, they just lost CeeDee Lamb for the rest of this game and the next one, so that is probably going to hurt them more than we know, especially if this game were to suddenly get close. But as it stands right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. Enter Randall Cobb in this game for the first time. I'm going to bring him in for Green Bay. We got 4 wideouts to choose from. Green Bay has it at their own 25 for the touchback. We got a minute 52. Let's see what Aaron Rodgers and company can do here. And 1st and 10 here from the 25. 8 on a short. Incomplete. He was looking for Alan Lazard to start us off, and no. 2nd and 10. Dallas does not see this end run coming. They're playing pass. 9. It's no gain, so at least they stopped it, but we have a potential penalty. Well, that play never happened to begin with, unfortunately. False start, Green Bay, 5 yards. Ouch. All right. 2nd and 15. 5 and a short. To the receiver, it's going to Dobbs. He will get nothing because nothing is there. Incomplete. Rodgers was looking for Dobbs, and he found nobody. All right. 3rd and 15, excuse me. 12 on a short. It is 11 yards, and unfortunately, Dobbs goes out of bounds, so Dallas does not need to use a timeout to make all that possession even worse. So, good news is Dobbs caught it. Bad news, he didn't get the first down. Worse news, he stepped out of bounds, so the clock stopped, so Dallas does not need to use a timeout. Ugh, that couldn't have gone better for the Cowboys, even if they asked. All right, 4th and 4, in comes the punt team. I've already had a block punt earlier, but it's not going to happen now. 47. Returned for a gain of, as it goes from the 22 here. Whatever Green Bay 7 says, so 13. So Dallas will have it at the 35. They will have a minute 15 and all their timeouts to see what they can do here. And again, they get the ball to start the second half, so this could get really ugly if they score. But remember, CeeDee Lamb is out for the rest of the game. This is going to be a big injury for them. So let's see what their passing attack can do. Michael Gallup is going to have to step in as the flanker. Not exactly something I want, but, you know, it's something we got to do. Where's Dalton Schultz? Get in here. We're not bringing in Ferguson. I'm also going to bring in T.Y. Hilton. That's how bad it's gotten now. That is how bad it's gotten. T.Y. Hilton. He was good at one point, not in this playthrough. All right. 1st and 10. Let's see what Gallup can do here. 10 on a short. Oh, that's just wonderful. 2 through 8. This is a problem. And sure enough, intercepted. It's picked off. That's not going anywhere, but there's a penalty on the return here, too. Let me see what that yields. I got to roll this on Green Bay's card. Number 1, so there's going to be a penalty here. Oh, wait a minute. I think the penalty overlaps the interception. It does, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, the penalty overlaps the interception. Oh, no. Dang it. So it was Eric Stokes that made the interception, but he committed defensive pass interference instead. It's a 15-yard penalty, and Dallas keeps the ball. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. So Stokes made the interception, but there was a reason he did it. He committed pass interference on the side. You've got to be kidding me. An unlucky break for the Packers there because of the penalty. Yeah, I rolled number 1 on there, so that means pass interference. That supersedes the interception. All right, Dallas keeps the ball back. No interception. 1st and 10 from the midfield. We'll pretend like that never happened. 9 on a short this time. Okay, there shouldn't be an interception roll. No, it's a gain of 11 this time and a first. And Dallas is actually going to use their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. As that's Noah Brown, right? Yeah, that's Noah Brown. Okay, gotcha. All right, 1st and 10 from the 39. There's 52 seconds remaining here. 2 on a flat. I don't know why they chose flat, but okay, whatever. 2 for 4 or a 12. Nah, incomplete. They got cute. I don't know why I decided to throw a flat to Schultz, but okay, whatever. 2nd and 10. That still counts. 3 on a short. And down goes Dak Prescott, but there is a penalty. It's going to be a 10-yard loss if it stands. And Kenny Clark again. But does the penalty do anything? No! It's a 10-yard sack. And Dallas is forced to take a timeout because Kenny Clark just picked up his 3rd sack of the game. They cannot block him whatsoever. He is just tearing through Dallas's front line somehow, and that is the 3rd sack he's already picked up. Unbelievable. Wow. All right. 3rd and that is just sad. 20. All right. T.Y. Hilton, what can you do? 9 on a long. Nothing is there. It is incomplete. We were looking for T.Y. Hilton for the first time today, speaking of whom, and no dice. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. I'm going to punt it. We'll coffin kick it even, just to make it in Green Bay's life miserable. So it's 50 yards minus 12, so 38, so it goes out of bounds at the 12. Does it? Yes, all right. If I rolled an X, it doesn't go out of bounds. So Green Bay has 22 seconds to work with, basically. As the punt goes out of bounds at the 12. Yeah, that was just an unfortunate... Yeah, Green Bay had something, but they just couldn't do anything with it, so... All right, game just didn't want them to have it. All right. 1st and 10. We've got all of our timeouts remaining. It's 7 to 12. The down and down distance marker is kind of a moot point at this point. So, all right, let's see if this works earlier. I'll take a couple deep shots. Otherwise, meh. 1st and 10. 7 on a long. Not this time. Incomplete. We were looking for Lazard and found nothing. 2nd down, we'll try Watson? Yeah, we'll try Watson. Nope, that's incomplete. That's the same roll, unless... Opponent number 3. Oh, nice going, Dallas. It's probably pass interference, right? Yep, pass interference against the defense. So it's a 25-yard gain, but LOL, still 1st down. They still need a long way. So 1st and 10 from the 37. See if I can at least get in the field goal range here. Otherwise, this will turn into a last Hail Mary. 7 on Dallas is long now. And Rodgers is going to go down and... We'll think about it. But anyways, it's a 3-yard sack. Quentin Bohanna just picked up his second sack of the game. Speaking of people with multiple sacks, he forced a fumble too. It's a 3-yard loss. I guess I have nothing to lose, so Green Bay takes one of its timeouts. All right, whatever. Receiver out there somewhere. Come on, Christian Watson. We need at least 64-6 or a defensive penalty. And we might be getting the latter. It's incomplete unless this is a defensive penalty. And the Cowboys were offsides. Technically, the half is over, but the game cannot end, or the half for that matter, cannot end on the defensive penalty. So Green Bay gets one more shot at this, technically. Okay, so there's no time left, so Green Bay technically gets one more chance because Dallas was offsides. Wonderful. All right. Free play. And no. That's how the half ends. We got very close, but no. Oh, well. Oh, man. If he had rolled a 9, that would have worked. But alas, not in this case. It was incomplete. Rodgers was looking for, I believe he was looking for, Lazard. And no. He just kept chucking it till something happened, and he almost got lucky there. So, no dice. So, 24-7. Not a good half for the Packers at all there. Yeah, just an outright miserable first half for the Packers. Rodgers, 12 of 21, 142, and a touchdown. They've gotten very little on the ground, and Jones even fumbled one away. Lazard had that impressive touchdown catch at the beginning of the first quarter. Otherwise, the receivers have been kind of spread out. That's fine. That's typical Green Bay. We mentioned Kenny Clark has 3 sacks and even forced a fumble. So did Lowry, but neither one of them could do anything with it, I'm afraid. So, good game for Clark so far. Excellent, I should say. Problem is, Green Bay's had a punt block and then the fumble. And then they had an interception taken away from him via penalty as well. So Stokes could have had a pick. But alas, he kind of got in the receiver's way. For the Cowboys, you can see Dak Prescott has had a good game. 13-17, 114, and 2 TDs. Zeke Elliott had a 9-yard rushing TD. He's done pretty well, so has Tony Pollard. Both tight ends have caught TD passes, as you can see. And then Lamb, well, you can just put where is it? You can pretty much do that right there because he's done for the rest of the game, unfortunately. So, good luck, Dallas. You better hold this lead, otherwise that could be a little bit of a problem. But he is done for the day, as is Micah Parsons. Bohanna has picked up the pace with 2 sacks and a recovered fumble. And you can see there's Parsons, there's Lamb. Kearse even got injured for the rest of this game. So Dallas is down their 2 key players. So I don't know. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them for the second half. But they do get the ball to start off in the half number 2. So we'll see if they can make something out of it or what have you. So anyways, here comes half number 2. All right, Dallas is moving the ball efficiently. They've got 1st and goal to go from the 7. Very nice. Got some good running from Tony Pollard. Got some good play calling. Ooh, good thing they guessed it right. Would have been 54. Instead, Pollard only gets 3. Well, he only needs like 7 to begin with, so whatever. All right. 2nd down and goal to go from the 4. We're doing the run guarding thing. 8 on a line buck. He gets 6, but Pollard needs 4, except... Never mind. Touchdown! Tony Pollard up the middle for 4 yards. He was running the ball very effectively all drive long, and it pays off for him with a 4-yard TD run. This game just keeps getting broken open. We have a good extra point. Well, this is now going to turn into a field goal if the Packers so chooseful, and I say yes. Yep, false start offense. So this is now technically ruled as a field goal from this point. So here we go. And Maher now Yeah, it's good. Still works. Penalty doesn't matter. Oh, gotta love it sometimes. So, there you go. Dallas starts off with a touchdown. Nice effective drive, ending in a run for Tony Pollard from 4. And look at this score, folks. Look at this score. I think it's safe to say Dallas is getting their revenge. 31-7. They are just blowing the doors off of Green Bay. They are getting that revenge and then some. Wow, this is not good for Green Bay. If this continues, I'm going to just roll through the rest of this playthrough and just say, screw it. Yeah, I will basically be turning the lights out on this game, and we'll skip ahead to the end at this point. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully this gets a little bit more competitive. Plenty of time, 9:45 in the third, but Green Bay really needs to pick this up. So here we go. Yeah, that Green Bay needs to pick this up now, or this is going to be really bad. All right. At long last, we finally have a Green Bay highlight. They are indeed in the red zone. That took long enough. All right, 1st and 10 from the 14 of Dallas. 8 on an off tackle. And how about 5 for Aaron Jones? Dallas doesn't mind as much if they run the football. All right, how about 2nd and 5 from the 9? This time they do. First time they finally guess run, and of course Green Bay is going pass. 6 on a flat. And they probably should have because it's a touchdown! Romeo Doubs from 9 yards out scores. There we go. Now we've got ourselves a game again. That took long enough. Romeo Doubs gets his first touchdown of the game. Rodgers his second. Now hold on for 1 minute here. Let me think about this for a minute as I'm looking at the score. And I think I know what I'm going to do. You know what? We are actually going to go for 2 here. Yeah, I think I should. That way I could put myself within 16 rather than 17. It's worth a shot making it with a 2-score game. So we are going for 2 points here. I'll try my tight end on a flat. All right, we need 2 yards. All right, 2-point conversion here. Kind of missing a dice. Oh, this is probably not going to work, is it? Sure enough, incomplete. Rodgers was looking for Tanyan, and it didn't work. So the 2-point conversion is no good. And unfortunately, that's the score you see in front of you is the score it's gonna sit at 31-13. But at least Green Bay made this a game. I mean, at least they scored something there. So Rodgers collects his second TD pass. Tanyan collects his first TD reception. Wait a minute, not Tanyan. Doubs, excuse me, my bad. No 2-point conversion. And let's see if Green Bay can edge any closer. They got 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. All right, 20 minutes. Plenty of time, right? Oh, look, another Packers highlight. But this one's a little bit more difficult now. 3rd and 6 from the 20. They are driving, but they need to get these yards here. So 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 14. 7 on a flat. I'm looking at the wrong card, and they'll get it because I rolled short gain unless this has any bearing. So let's do the gain first. 16, but does it hold up? It will because nothing's there, and there you go. Christian Watson just got himself 16 yards in a first. All right. Don't look now, but Green Bay is creeping back into this game, or are they? All right, 1st and goal to go from the 4. And in comes in Mercedes Lewis. Doubs is back. Doubs is out. You know what? Lazard is out. He's more of our stretch the field kind of guy anyway. So we'll flank, have Doubs go over to the flanker. Lewis is the tight end. Tanyan is the blocking back. And 1st and goal to go. I'm going Aaron Jones. And Dallas seems to think the same thing. 9. Well, that doesn't matter because they didn't stop him because touchdown! Aaron Jones from 4 yards out gets his first score of the game. Yeah, we'll go for the extra point. Okay, hang on. I had a little bit of a debate with this the last time out. Okay, do I want to go for 2 or not? Last time we didn't get it. If I kick the extra point, I'm down 11. So if we hold Dallas to a field goal, it'll be 2 scores. If I do it, we're down 10. I mean, we're down 2 scores no matter what happens, really. So it really doesn't matter to me. Let's just do it. 2-point conversion time. We're trying it again. All right, we're trying it again. We'll try Christian Watson this time. Dallas is actually going to think pass again. All right, 2-point conversion. We just need 2 yards. That's it. Okay. 10 on a flat, and it's incomplete yet again. Same result as last time, unfortunately. So it is what it is, but Green Bay is pulling within 2 scores regardless. There's a 4-yard TD run from Aaron Jones, and suddenly, remember when it was 31-7? Good times, right? Well, Green Bay is slowly creeping back into this game. They are now down by 12 instead of 24, so they cut the lead in half. Deficit in half, excuse me, but now they're going to have a long way to go here. So, anyways, the next play will bring us to the 4th quarter. That's where we stand as of right now. We've got 15 seconds remaining in the 3rd, so the next play, like I said, is in the 4th, brings us to the 4th quarter, so we'll see what happens. On to the next one. So let's see here. This is going to the 9 and the number 1 back, so we do have a penalty, potentially. Turpin, let's see. Number 1 back. Uh-oh, guess what? It's a fumble! And the Packers get it! At the 23, Turpin fumbles the ball, and the Packers have it. I'm going to allow a return. Evens. No, but the Packers will get it at the 23. Now, wait a minute. There is a penalty, but roll at least. No! For the second time this game, Green Bay has a turnover taken away from them. Offsetting penalties. That means the play happens, but it gets wiped out due to penalties. You've got to be kidding me. Earlier, Eric Stokes had an interception taken away through a pass interference penalty, and now we have offsetting penalties to wipe that play clean. So, good news, Dallas. No harm, no foul. Bad news for Green Bay. Oh, that could have been a real momentum changer, but alas, that is how it goes. Wow. Curse you, Dice. What did Green Bay do to curse these things? My goodness. All right. Could be the refs also have money on Dallas, but we won't get into that. Well, Maher has the leg for this 56-yarder. 2 through 8 were fine, so I'm going to try it. All right, 2 through 8. This to put us up by 15 here. So Maher from 56. Kick is away, and nope, not happening. No good. He missed it. 56 yards. He had the distance, but no, that didn't work. All right, 9.5 remaining. Green Bay kind of dodges one. There was a holding penalty that kicked him, that forced that one to be a long field goal. So what else is new? Good job, Dallas. Shooting yourselves in the foot again. At least Tony Pollard's going over 100 yards, but we could have done without that. Anyways, moving on. All right, 4th and 2. I'm definitely going for it. I mean, yeah, I might as well. All right, 4th and 2. We're going to try it. Let's see what we got here. 8 on a flat. Oh, to receiver, it's going to Christian Watson. No! Incomplete. Turnover on downs. He was looking for Christian Watson, and instead he didn't get anything. And Dallas will get it at the 37. Very unfortunate, but yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes it will happen on fourth down there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them too hard. So 8 minutes remaining. Green Bay can't convert on 4th and 2, and we're off the Dallas's roll. Okay, Mar, let's try this again, but this time from 48. All right. 2 through 9 or 12 this time. Kick is up. And it's good. There you go. That's more like it. 48-yard field goal from Brett Maher. Dallas takes advantage of the miscue from the Packers. And we've got a free score lead yet again. 34-14 is the score here. Excuse me, 19. I misread that. I forgot to give Green Bay 6 points here. There we go. That's more like it. So 34-19. Green Bay, you definitely need to score on this next drive, or this could probably be the end here. Okay. All right, folks, I'm going to bring you along for this drive. So here's the deal. Packers, well, they're already just messed up the kickoff there. They're at the 18. They need a touchdown. We got 5.5 remaining. I think if they don't get this one, I might be calling it game. So we'll see what happens here. All right. 1st and 10 from the 18 here. And they do something with this. 6 on a short, and we're starting off with an incompletion to Christian Watson. That's not supposed to happen. All right, 2nd and 10. 3 on a flat. Oh, short gain. That's much better. That'll get the first. And Watson's going to have himself 12. All right, that's much better. I like that. I don't like the fact that 12 seconds came off, but that's beside the point. So Watson catches it for 12. He's got the first. Okay, 1st and 10. I don't think the Cowboys will mind this end run. They're just going to let it go. 6. And it's 7 for Aaron Jones there. Okay. Try to get him off the scent a little bit. All right, 2nd and 3. 6 on a short. Uh-oh. I think that's a sack. Yep, sack. It's only a 3-yard loss. There's no fumble, but who got it? Dorrance Armstrong takes Rodgers down. It's a 3-yard sack, but it still counts. And Armstrong has his first sack of the game after getting a forced fumble earlier. All right, 3rd and 6. That wasn't terrible, but that was also not the best thing to happen either. 9 on a flat. We're looking at Watson's direction here. And he gets 5, but he is a yard short of the first. Uh-oh. So 4th and 1. Obviously, we got to go for it at this point. 4th and 1, though. What the heck do we do here? Both teams are going to have the decision on their hands, really. All right, I'm going to do that and at least try to power my way through. What's Dallas thinking here? That's the real question. Dallas is actually going to play to pass, and they're going to guess wrong. Okay, 4th and 1. 12. They drop Jones in the backfield. It's a 2-yard loss, and they get the ball back. Oh, good play on the defense for Dallas, and they stuff that one. Ouch. Ouch. That's probably going to do it right there. 3 minutes remaining in the game, and Green Bay does not get the 4th and 1. They need to keep this game going at the bare minimum. Ugh. All right, we'll just play this one out here, because this is going to go down really quick. All right, 1st and 10 from the 37 here of Green Bay. This game is just about over unless Green Bay can get a turnover or force a stop. That is not going to help. Yeah, short gain. Oh, that's just nice. Will the 12-yard run hold? Yes, because they were offsides, but I'm going to pretend like the penalty didn't happen. Automatic first down. That's just nice. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. So Tony Pollard gets 12 more. He's up to 135. My goodness. All right. 1st and 10, do it again. At least the penalty kind of stopped the clock. But if Dallas scores, this game's pretty much over. 9 on an off tackle. How about 7 more? So it'll be 2nd and 3 here. Yeah, we're just going to keep running that ball. Pollard has 2 more. He is a yard shy of the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning. So now we've got a 3rd and 1 with 2 minutes remaining, and Green Bay is going to have to start utilizing their timeouts to even have a shot. But can they stop Pollard? No. 2 yards, first down. Green Bay will utilize its first timeout in kind of a desperation here. Pollard is just getting more yards by the moment. 1st and 10 from the 14. 3 on a line buck. And Pollard is halfway. Well, he's just 6 yards away from scoring a touchdown, and Green Bay needs another timeout. Pollard is now up over 150 yards. All right, 2nd and 2. This is not good. Green Bay's about to be out of timeouts after this. And that's probably going to be the game. As Pollard just picked up 2 more. Green Bay calls another timeout, and they're done. Their timeouts are cooked. Nope, I am going to definitely have to run some plays here. Okay, 1st and goal to go from the 4. We might as well go for the touchdown. That X came in after the fact. Nice try. All right. That definitely deserves a re-roll, the 4. Nice try. Oh, wait a minute. 2 through 5, they have a chance. No! But they stopped Pollard for no gain, so there is that. All right, whatever. I'm going to bring in Zeke Elliott in, even though he fumbled earlier. 2nd down and goal to go from the 4. 4 on an... here we go again, unless... Oh, that should be a touchdown and should be the end of the game. Yeah, short gain. Yeah, I think that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Dallas! Zeke Elliott with a 2nd TD of the game, excuse me. Might as well kick the extra point, and it is good. And that's going to do it, folks. That is going to do it. Dallas is up 41-19. There is no possible way Green Bay can come back here. We've got 1 minute remaining in this game, but it ain't happening. So, I guess with that being said, let me play out this remaining minute, and here is the final score. Doesn't it figure? It got worse as I played out that final minute. Not only did Green Bay have a 70-yard completion taken away from a holding penalty of all things, but then they got sacked for a safety by Bohanna, who picked up his 1st sack of the game, and we end up with the final score 43-19. Good grief. I think it's safe to say Dallas got the revenge all right. They more than got it. They just absolutely crushed Green Bay in their home stadium, of all places. Dallas, congratulations. You've won your 1st game of the year. Packers have the same 1-1 record. Prescott didn't really need to do too much. If this is a familiar theme from last week's game, well, there you go. In our timeline, that is. 157, 2 TDs. Didn't need to do too much. There's your rock star of the game right there. Tony Pollard, 37, 156, and a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott had 58 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he had 2 fumbles. Thankfully, none of them were picked up. The 2 tight ends had the touchdowns, Schultz and Ferguson. We mentioned CeeDee Lamb and his injury, unfortunately. That's going to haunt Dallas for a couple more games on this. Same with Micah Parsons' injury as well. But at least Travis Hanna picked up the slack. I think that's his first name. Oh, I don't know, but he got 3 sacks, and then he added a safety at the end of the game, as I mentioned. So Armstrong and Lawrence added sacks, and just 1 turnover for Dallas. On the Packers end of things, Rodgers, kind of a pedestrian game. 274, 2 TDs. Aaron Jones, this could have been a lot better. He lost a fumble, but he scored a TD. Romeo Doubs and Allen Lazard caught TD passes. Watson did okay. Jones did okay for the air. How about Kenny Clark getting 3 sacks? And of course, they forced 3 fumbles of their own, the defense of the Packers. Unfortunately, they didn't recover any of them. This is how much bad luck Green Bay had. 3 fumbles, one of which was a strip sack. None of them were recovered. They had an interception taken away from a pass interference penalty. They had a fumble on special teams taken away from an offsetting penalties, but that still counts. They had a 70-yard completion, even though it was garbage time at that point, taken away from a holding penalty, which then resulted in the safety afterwards that got added on. And they missed both 2 two-point conversions, but that's meaningless. But yeah, I think it's safe to say the Cowboys got their revenge in this game. It went exactly the way it did, so... Yeah, Dallas, Green Bay, they are both 1-1 for the season, and there you go. Cowboys lost to the Lions, as you recall earlier, and while the Packers, I forgot who they beat, but they beat somebody. But yeah, both teams are now 1-1, so good job, Dallas. You got your revenge. Worked out brilliantly for you, so hope you're happy. So that's going to do it for week 2 of our playthrough here. Don't forget to come back next Sunday for some contest I'll have to think up of. Or something along those lines. But anyways, thanks for watching. You know what buttons to hit. And I will see you on the next time. Or next one. Or see you next time. You know what I mean. Look, it's been a long game, okay? I'm having trouble talking. All right. I will see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.